and let's talk about that. So, well, it's actually a couple deals, right, that you closed lately. Well, not closed, but you put under contract lately.
I put under contract 3 deals lately. One of them fell off because it was already listed. It was a property. It was listed with an agent. So who actually clicked in the advertisement was the seller. So I got in touch with the seller directly. But of course, the seller had already an agreement with the agent, right? So she had to respect that.
Hmm.
A contract with the real estate agent. So after knowing that, the seller agreed on the price that I requested and all that, but then the agent had to be involved. Of course, I couldn't speak to the seller directly because that's how it is in the US. So I had to speak with the agent, and I was requesting some small details. The agent didn't accept it, so I just say, okay, I have to cancel the deal. And it was
Okay, I get it.
and it was basically because it was in Texas. I was requesting to, for so at the beginning the contract was signed without an option fee, which is customary in Texas. An option fee is basically different than the earnest money deposit. So the earnest money deposit is basically the consideration you actually deposit in the title company when you do a contract. Okay, and that was okay. But then there's an option fee that's customary in Texas that you pay during the inspection period. So you basically have to pay non-refundable for the inspection period you have in Texas. Okay,
Oh, I didn't know
500,
that.
300, 200, yeah, and that's besides the EMD. So that option fee, if you buy the property, that option fee, it's part of the transaction. So but if you don't, if you decide to move to step out the deal within the inspection period, of course, then you lose that money. So that's the thing in Texas.
Wow.
What I requested is in the original contract, she put a 0 option fee, which was okay, but then I noticed that legally I needed to put at least, whatever, just any amount, that $30, $40, whatever, so that I'll be, covered to pull out my EMD in the case the deal didn't went through, right? So I requested, hey, let's do an addendum. Okay, let's do any option fee, whatever it is, because it's for legal purposes. I need to do it. She was she was thinking I was delaying the EMD payment, and I said, you know what, I mean, I cannot work like this, so I just want to cancel the contract, and that's it. So that's why we
Yeah.
had to cancel the contract, unfortunately, and that's when sometimes happens with these agents anyway. So that's one deal that was in Fort Worth, Texas. The other deal that I signed, I don't feel it's lost yet, and that one is in Jackson, Mississippi. So he was asking for 7,000, something like that, or maybe a little bit more, like 8,000, maybe. I don't remember. Then we got the deal for 6,500. So we signed the contract for 6,500, which
What
sounds
type of
crazy,
property
right?
is that? It does,
It
yeah.
sounds, yeah, sounds
What
crazy.
type of property is
Well,
it?
yeah. So those properties in that area are very cheap. The area is not good at all. Of course, it's not like a good area. But
Mhm.
it's well known for having very, very cheap property. So then what I did is I was starting to dispose the property and call some buyers They went to the one of them went to the property and told me this is, I mean, I wouldn't pay not even $3,000. It's in very bad shape.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah. So that was the feedback I got. So I got back to the seller, and so it looks like before he was doing some deals. I don't know, with wholesalers or maybe an end buyer, but they they didn't perform, but they just ghosted him. So they didn't tell him anything. So
Okay.
I got back to the seller as soon as I got all this feedback from from the buyers, and I told him, you know what, the property is in this and this and this condition. It's not a good fit for me. Definitely, I will need to be super low, lower than the price I suggested. So I mean, we either do that, or we just need to cancel the contract. He appreciated that I called him and be transparent and upfront with him about this. So so he told me, you know what, I got another property. You there, Daniel? Got frozen. You froze. Let me know if you're there. I think I'm good on my end. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. Yeah, you froze. You froze a little bit. Okay, so what I was saying is, he really appreciated, my honesty, being upfront, calling him for that. So he told me, you know what, I got another property, which is a land. It's a lot that my family would like to sell in the very near future. So here it is, the address. Check it out, and we talk later and see if we can do some business there with this other property. But again, it could be something that we can do either even with the older property, just probably negotiating $1,000 or something like that, 1,500 or anything.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just
Sounds so
letting,
crazy.
yeah, something crazy, And so when I was this point, this deal, and I was seeing the properties in Jackson, Mississippi, actually. It was funny because I was watching some comments on Facebook for these properties being sold for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and people were saying, is it a bicycle or is it a house? Like what it is.
Yeah, it sounds like that pretty much.
I know. Yeah. So yeah, it was crazy, but yeah, so that's the other deal that fell, but it's still there. But I got another possibility from that seller. So that might be some business that we do there, and we can wholesale that in the next few days. So that's not a loss. That's actually a win, basically. It's still there. It's still hanging around. It's just a matter of talking again. Now that's the second deal. Now the third deal is the one I just put under contract Friday.
Yep.
It was a lead that came in on May 10th exactly, and we are now July 3rd. So
Love it.
yeah, so we follow up. We follow up on this deal. At the beginning, he was asking for 140. We follow up with the lead, and he returned back to us, and he said 130. From the original price that he was asking. I did my research again, and I say, you know what? Yeah, it could be a deal. I need to bring it down a little bit more. So I told him 120. He said no. So I said, okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's do 125, and he accepted. So we signed the agreement on last Friday. Now I'm having a hard time getting it. He signed the agreement, so we are under contract actually right now. But I'm having a hard time getting in touch with him right now, which is odd. It's crazy. It's strange, you know, because he doesn't respond my calls or my texts. Again, it's crazy because he already signed. I mean, he's not ghosting me because he's not wanting to sign the contract. He already signed the contract. Contract is signed. We are under contract. I need access to the property, right? I need to give access to my buyers. And he did told me in a call, in our last call, actually, the call where we already agreed on the price and all that, he told me, because I asked him, how do I have access to the property? You know, is there a lockbox there? Is there any way that I can access the property, or I can send someone there? And he told me, there's no way, there's no way. He lives close, lives like 3 miles away, but maybe he's lazy or something. But he told me you might just need to break into the front door. So break into the front door.
What?
So yeah, so
really?
yeah, so I really don't know what to do right now. I am hoping he will answer me today. If not, I will see. You know, I'm trying to find some handyman in the area, because I review our call again. And actually, I was reviewing the call with him before our meeting. That's why I you know, the time just passed, and I didn't notice that it was 11 already, 11:05, because I was reviewing our last call just to make sure I heard that well, because they have this southern accent. Sometimes it's difficult to understand. And he actually did told me you might just need to break into the front door. And okay,
Wow.
so yeah, so at this point, I do have 2 weeks of inspection. So this Friday will be the first week, and we have another one. I do have several end buyers interested in seeing the property. I will say about 4 to 5, which is good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. One of them told me I will pay 120 for it. But you know, it's just bringing the price down. I am actually marketing the property for 139,500, which is will be like a 14,500 assignment fee.
All right.
If I get the buyer to pay something like that. So let's see. I really don't know. I'm just, I will just see, because again, it's not the only buyer I have. I do have some traction with buyers there. But the problem right now is getting access to the property, and I will need to check out what to do. I was now looking for some handyman in the area and see if I can send someone there to break into the property or break the lock, and just install another one and install a lockbox there, so that I can send people there. So I was just checking that. If I don't get a hold with the owner, because he did actually told me that. So again, I review it and it's true. So okay. So I will take his word. I will take his word. I will take his word. He lives just 3 miles away, which is like 10 minutes from the property, and he cannot go and hand me the key or whatever, or whoever I send there. So anyway, hopefully this
So
deal
is it a wholesale deal?
It's a wholesale. Yeah, it's a cash wholesale. Again, ARV here could be, I'll let you know. I got my ARV here in this property can be at around 260,000. I am trying to move the property for 139,500. If I get it a little bit less, it's okay. And I got the property for 125. So I believe, I think a 10K assignment fee will be good, but I'm trying a little bit more. It has good comps on the rent as well. So anyone who actually gets the property for to hold it, to fix it up and hold it, could be a good rent possibility. Estimated rents in the area are about 12 to 1500, so which is good for the price of the
good
property.
question.
Yeah,
Right.
so it would be a wholesale deal, definitely, an assignment.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and that's what I got. That's what I got for now. Following up with other sellers, I got a lead that's very interested in selling the property, but it's a property in new condition. So what I will do is I will jump into a call, into our call today, and expose the case so that I can receive some advice what I can do there.
Sounds perfect. Would you walk me through your whole process since the beginning? Like what strategies that you use to kind of build rapport with this guy and kind of negotiating with them?
With which guy?
With the property of 125, the one that you're trying to dispose.
Okay, so again, this lead came May 10th.
That was a long nurturing.
Yes, it was. And so at the beginning we took about, okay, so he basically, he scheduled a call with us, and I called him before our meeting, before the scheduled call. So I called him there and I told him, you know what, I noticed you click in our advertisement for buying properties, and I noticed you want to sell the property. So I noticed we got you schedule a meeting for tomorrow, but is it okay if we go over the property right now? Do you have some time? So he told me, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so perfect. So I just started doing some questions. He already he wanted 140 there, so I didn't have to ask him about the price. I just confirmed. So I just confirmed with him, okay, I see you're asking 140. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I just need to know a little bit more information about the situation here, about what's going on here. So he started telling me about what's going on, what was the motivation, wanting to sell. Came from him. I didn't have to ask. He just owes some money to his mother and sister. He wants to pay that, and it's about 60 to 70K. Property is free and clear. He was renting the property before. He told me all this information from the property. So it was a good conversation. I could gather everything. Maybe the information on the condition was not that good. There were no pictures or anything, and was not being very helpful on driving to the property and sending me some pictures or videos or whatever, which is weird because he lives very close. So I just I figured out he's a very lazy guy, and doesn't want to do the extra work there. So okay, that's okay. So the property is vacant. He told me everything. He had to kick out some tenants because they were not paying. Tenants were paying like 800. Could be more on the rent because property is in not very good condition. Told me the issues there. And so the process here was so I hang out the phone. I review the situation there. What could be the price? And I just put the contact into this contact just left it in the follow-up. So I just follow up every now and then. I knew it would need to be on a lower price. It was one point that we just sent him a message telling him, you're still looking to sell, is it still available? He told yes. And he said on this message, give me 130 and we can close anytime. So he already dropped 10K from the 140 asking price. I jumped in again, reconfirmed that the price was good. Again, it's not like the best price possible, but I mean, it could be this bow, I think. Because it's like 50% from ARV. So I mean, it's good. I think numbers could work for any investor there. I just wanted to drop the price a little bit more, so we could do it at 125, and then we got to close. But yeah, the process here was jumping into the first call, making that first contact, direct contact with the seller, knowing about the situation, and then nurturing the problem, the owner, just to keep it there and see when he wants to drop a little bit. Now that was back then, because right now I want to tune up the process and try to make offers really quick, if I can, like the same day. So I will, I was actually wanting to do that with new leads that come into our pipeline. Try to make offers like the same, just give him an offer the same day. That's where I am actually like not very sure about how to bring them down to the price and all that. But again, that's it is what it is. It is the process of learning, and
Absolutely. But I mean, from a standing point, I would say that you're doing an amazing process. I mean, particularly with this deal, it was a long nurturing process, like for more.
got caught Daniel.
Can you hear me, Max?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, okay, man. My apologies. I think it's my internet. All right, so I'll tell you, like, definitely there was a long nurturing process, which actually reveals the importance of being there, right? Like following up consistently, not dropping the ball on your leads, even though at the beginning they might not seem so promising, right? But still kind of following up is extremely important. And this deal reveals like how important that is. So, well, this is great. You're definitely having a great post. So you're saying that ideally your ROI will be like around the 14,000, somewhere like that, right?
Could be somewhere around between 10 to 14, probably. Could be.
All right.
Hopefully it will be somewhere around those numbers. So again, I've been getting some traction. The area looks good, and that's good, because sometimes you don't get traction on the buyers. So that's
true.
That tells you that it's definitely maybe not a good deal. It's not a deal, or maybe the area is not attractive at all. But area looks good, and yeah, I've been getting some traction with buyers, which tells me that it could be a good deal potentially, and it could be somewhere around those numbers.
Sounds great. How are you feeling with our service and our lead generation?
Great, man. Everything great. Again, try to move forward. Trying to not block my mind when I see some leads that, again, as you said, you were right on that part. Some leads seem that not being very promising. But you need to open up your mind, and just, if you don't close it right away, or if you don't think it could be closed right away because of any reason, because of the price they're asking at that point, maybe at that point, they're not that motivated, right? So that's why they're asking that high of a price. They're just tasting waters there. And that's why, you know, there's an importance of following up, of, you know, keeping up there in your pipeline and going back with them and checking up with them every now and then, so that it's all about that. You know, you can recover leads very, very easily like that. So that's the importance of having a good pipeline there. Because at some time in the future, like happened right now, like happened with this one, you know, they are willing to drop a little bit on the price, and yet that could make it a deal, even if it is, you know, like right now in my case, it was $15,000 that he dropped. That could be the $15,000 worth of the assignment fee, right? So that could be enough so that you can have a deal there, right? So
True.
yeah,
That is great material, what you just said. Definitely,
yeah,
that's big deal. You know, the importance of like not quitting so easily from deals that don't look that promising at the very beginning. But you know, even with listed properties, you know, people will keep in sitting there in the MLS for a long time until they will realize that they need to drop the price, right? And they will be more open to, you know, to look for other exit strategies, to other solutions, maybe like out of market solutions, right? So
yeah,
this is really, really good material, what you're saying.
yeah.
Let me ask you, Max, would you recommend our services to other REIs, to other investors in the business?
Definitely, yeah, definitely, yes. Totally recommended. I mean, again, I'm doing only Facebook right now, and with a small amount of investment. Um, but you know, you guys do also other type of lead sources like Google and all that. So definitely a great service to generate leads and keep everything in order, you know, with the CRM that you guys give us, and how you know, teach us how to do it, and be on the top of that, you know, just how to you suggest we follow up and all that will give us some good insights on how to actually handle the pipeline and the lead generation process.
Awesome, awesome. I'm super happy for you, Max. Um, would you, I mean, do you have any other potential deals? You actually mentioned one, but do you have more potential deals sitting on your pipeline?
Yeah, and it's all of them are follow-ups. All of them are follow-ups. I do have some potential leads there that they're all, the majority of them are from are like leads that came since we started our process. So they're all leads, but there's, you know, we're starting to regain contact, and actually we never lost contact, because, you know, it's always a message there. But, you know, what I'm actually meaning is, I mean, their conversation is becoming more serious right now on, okay, yes, I now I want to talk to the seller, from the seller, like, I want to talk to you right now to see how can we actually do this.
Sounds
Because
terrific.
again,
Yeah.
you know, they reach out 2 months ago thinking that they could sell it for what they were thinking at that moment, but they're
Mhm.
still not selling. So right now they're thinking, okay, maybe I have to drop the price, right? Because this is not going to sell.
True. And actually, I was thinking here, like, this conversation is the evidence. We're trying to talk about potential deals, but this conversation is the proof that every single lead in your pipeline is a potential deal, right? As long as you do a proper follow up and a nurturing process, definitely, you know, something can come up always. So this
Definitely,
is great.
definitely,
Awesome.
definitely.
Congratulations, Max. You're doing great, and I'm really glad for you, man. This is amazing. You are becoming one of our most successful clients. I'm super happy for you. And you know, the fact that you are abroad, it makes it even more crazy, you know, the fact that you're not even in the States, but you are closing so many deals like consistently. Let's say not so many, but you are very constant with your you know, closing deals. So that is really good. And the piece of advice and information that you provided during this conversation, it's great material for us. So I'm really looking forward to see that this recording posted on Facebook, because it will be really good material for many other investors. You know, the fact that you're saying that
Awesome.
it's about following up, it's about being open-minded. That's big deal, man. Definitely.
It is, and go again. Always go back to your leads, the ones that you even think that you lost them because of any
Mhm.
reason. Always go back to them every now and then, and check out, you know, if the property sold. Check out, as you said before, even the listed properties, because they can become expired, and the sellers will become more motivated on selling, and angry with their real estate agents that didn't perform, right, that gave them,
Right.
you know, bad expectations on the price and all that, especially on this market. So go back, review every now and then these properties, how are they looking, and just, you know, send messages, you know, or put them into these nurturing stages in the CRM, because that works. You know,
It does. Yeah.
this automatic follow-ups that the system does. That's how I got this lead, this other one, actually. You know, he
Mhm.
responded to that, and that's how I got at others that already responded from the starting point from 2 months ago, because of the, you know, of the emails, even the emails that you guys sent, you know, directly, that are sent from the automation process on the CRM. So, you know, I'm receiving feedback from them right now. These leads that came in two months ago. So yeah.
Amazing. Amazing, man. I'm super happy and proud of you, man. So let's keep it up. Let's keep on closing so many deals. The idea is that we can have a long-term relationship, right? So as long as you, of course, as long as you're getting results, I'm pretty sure that you will not have hesitation to stay with us for a long time.
For sure, for sure.
Awesome, Max. Man, thank you very much. This was amazing. I think we can call it a day. Please, of course, whatever you happen to need, please do not hesitate to shoot me a message on Slack so I can take immediate action. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations for Ecuador doing so great, even though you guys are not that happy about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, awesome, Max. Thank you very much for your time. This was a really, really nice conversation. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and of your week.
Thank you, Daniel. As usual, awesome to talk to you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye now.